Hi, the purpose of this video is to show what you do each week in this summer pre-calculus course. So let me share my screen, share. So I'm going to go home. And now some people will just follow the to-do list here. It works. That you miss, if you're just going to rely on the to-do list, though, you're going to miss half the course. Because what'll happen, what I have for you, is if you click on modules here or modules here or modules there, I usually click here. I got each week set up. Now let's see, I'm going to collapse them all. So course resources is the standard CCV stuff. Here's a week 0, which you should do first day. Before the first day would be better. Read the FAQ about how this course works. I'm going to come back there. You can do this optional. My open math is 7 questions. Don't do it. I'll exempt you. It's just about entering grades or entering. How do you enter answers into my open math? This introductions form, I'd post that right off the bat. It's due by Saturday night, the 24th, and it's your first 5-point poster in the week. For this week only, I'm going to let you post that late because it is just an introduction. Okay. Normally on a Saturday, if it's that first post you do on Saturday and you miss it, I don't give you credit for it. Okay, because it's important to once the deadline passes, you're talking to an empty room. And then, of course, the water cooler. I do this for the first week and the second week just to talk about things, about the questions people have in the course. And now, let's jump into week 1. So what you do and what I do every week, and CCV's instructors are supposed to do this or online, I do an overview of the week. And this is better than just relying on the to-do list. I'll show you what we're going to cover. This summer, we got to cover the first 5 sections in chapter 1. If you like video, I talk to you about the textbook. How do you get the textbook? Well, I've got links. I've got links in that FAQ, but I'm not going to go reopen that page. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to say open PreCalc. And then David Lipman is the first instructor listed. So I'm going to put his name in. And let's see, it usually pops up his website. Now there, that's the one. So this looks great in PDF form. Download, you can download on a tablet. It's great. You can just see it on the screen. You can do the whole book at once. You can do I don't usually do the HTML version. I usually just do the PDF version, but you can it's been a while since I looked at HTML. You can also download each chapter separately if you want. They have detailed solutions. Now, I'm going to caution you that some of the solutions are whacked. Part of this is because this is a free book and it doesn't get the same review or editing that the paid versions do. The ones that cost you $100, right? $150. What was a micro course? There was a micro course microeconomics course I was looking at. It's 250. Of course, that's the textbook and an online homework portal. So I'm not going to diss my colleagues for picking expensive textbooks, but I don't. Yeah, so this is let this load. I've already got this downloaded. I don't know why I'm just clicking the download, but we'll see how long it takes. I also bought a copy of it. I bought a paperback copy. You certainly can too. It was, I don't know, I think it was $30 with shipping last time. And that's totally up to you. If you're going to buy it, I didn't put it as required on the eCampus. So, I mean, I guess you can't use textbook vouchers for it because I didn't do that, but I don't know what's happening here. I know I don't have it downloaded on this computer now as I'm thinking about it. Well, let's say we'll just let that download. I'll come back to this. Do you see this practice, this ungraded practice? These are the sections in the textbook that correspond to it. And these are paper paper practice problems that you can do. I would recommend you do them because what that's going to do is having that practice on paper, check your work because you get access to those answers, right? Here's another link to it. Um, this will help you speed along with the online work. It'll go faster. Plus, you'll have work written down for yourself. So when you time, because quizzes and exams are all open notes. I couldn't police it if I wanted to. I'm certainly not going to make you sit there and take an exam with a webcam on. I've seen people do that, and I guess, but I'm not interested in doing that. So, so you can do that. If you've done as many of these as you want to do, or you don't want to do any of them, you've got the My Open Math exercises to do. There's one set for each. I think I've got My Open Math open still. Yep. And hopefully, if you're not into this website, go back to the FAQ and look at the registering out at My Open Math, and I'll walk you through that. Yeah. So what you have is these usually, I don't know, you're probably gonna have 50 exercises online a week to do. Sometimes it's less. It's not usually more. What's kind of tough this week is because we're having to do 5 sections because it's a shortened week. I'm taking a 15-week course and cramming it into 12 weeks. With 2 weeks are going to be exams with no new work done. So really, we're taking it down. We're taking a 14-week course, let's see, a 13-week course and shrinking it down to what, 10 weeks. So we've got to do some heavy work during the week. Each homework assignment, and they're not all multiple choice. Some are, as you're going to see, this one's pretty much multiple choice. Each or most exercises have a video. Some of them are me, some of them are not me. I think this one is the stock one that whoever made this problem. I think this video 2, if you see video 2, that's usually me. You can message me right here and say, hey, I need help with this question. I don't know what I did, or I don't know what to do. And I'll get back to you on the My Open Math. Ideally, though, what you want to do with this is for anything that's a homework practice thing, you can either screenshot it, you can just refer it. This is I need help with question number 2 in section 1.1. And what you can do is you can come back to the course. Here, let's come back here. Because this is the other thing you need to do. Each week, you're responsible for 2 discussion forum posts. This first week, the intro, you get an intro to do here in week 1, introduction form. Yep, you can see my example there if you want. You also have to do one this week that's got math, that's math related. And you can ask questions, you can post work, you can, looks like that is a bad date, I got to fix that. You can just reply and you can upload images and post it. I'm going to do some research and help you away. People run out of disk space is what happens in Canvas. And I'm going to come up with a way because we all have access to OneDrive through CCV and, or through VSC and, what is it not? Vermont State University. We all have access to that. So there's got to be a way to share from that. I'll check it out and I'll make a video about it. But yeah, so you're going to reply and make sure you tell us where it's coming from, textbook, My Open Math, and then what exercise it is, and then post your work. I've got videos about how to do that in that FAQ. And so I'll reiterate that this is due on Monday night. It'll be May 20. It'll be Monday night, May 26th. And that's usually how it goes. Saturday night's the first post to do. Monday night, the second post to do. You do them both before Saturday night if you work ahead. It'd be good to get yourself so that you are working ahead. That way that you're not waiting until the last. I'm trying to complete things on Monday night at 11 o'clock at night. It never goes well. Well, I won't say never, but it usually doesn't. Yeah, so what happened, that's the post. My Open Math, what I do with My Open Math is you try every question, and if you can earn a 70%, I'll write it in as a full credit grade. If there's a quiz out here at My Open Math or an exam, Those I don't follow that rule. If you get something wrong and you think you did it right, you'll want to send me work for it, and I'll go adjust points. If if you did it right and it's just my up and math being wonky, I'm sure I'll adjust your full points. If you did, if your answer isn't totally right, and the answer you put into my up and math is not right, but it's like it isn't a broken problem. Um, I'll give you partial credit. And I'll bring it in. That happens every Tuesday morning. Sometimes it's Wednesday morning, and then the next week starts. The course runs Tuesday morning until the following Monday night, and then it's the next week. You will find that the next week, so like week 2 is going to be open to you on May 24th, on Saturday, May 24th. So if you want to work ahead and get yourself working ahead, that'd be a great thing. And I'll have them open to you. What else do I want to do with this? We talked about my open math. We talked about discussion forums. I won't show you here. Let's come back to modules. Let me show you the FAQ again. Oh, Dan, FAQ about how this course works. Okay, you want to go check these things out. This is kind of like a rehash. In fact, I'll probably have this video here too. A calculator, you don't need a calculator. You can, I don't know how much I want to go into this, but you can download a TI-84 app on your phone if you don't have a physical TI-84 calculator. It's a great tool. If you unlock it, if you give them $5, you get you get full features. I don't know if it's $5, but it's something like that. Works pretty well. Desmos does great. You're going to see a lot of my work coming from Desmos. Some people do a lot of work with Desmos. They're better at it than I am. Yeah. So I guess that's it. That's what you do each week. I'm here to help. I'll do it again in this video. If you want help, I'm available. You click on Calendly link, calendly.com link. It'll take you out to my help information. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick a date. You got to plan ahead by 12 hours. See, today's the 24th, and nobody's booked me for this afternoon, but you got to plan ahead by 12 hours. You do click on it, click on the time you want. Next, put your name, put your email. If you want to tell me what you need help with, you can. You don't have to. And then you schedule an event. You'll get an email. I'll get an email. If something comes up and you need to cancel it, you can cancel it right through. They'll give you the information how to do that. You can also email me and say, hey, I can't make it. Okay, I guess that's it. I mean, I've been told that I'm really good at helping people online do math. So use me. If my times don't work for you, or if you don't like my affect, you got this tutoring.com, and they're tutors from around the country that work. I'm pretty sure it's a nationwide thing, not just New England. I haven't ever used it, but I've been told it's okay. Let's see what. Oh, you're allowed 10 hours, and if you use up the 10 hours, write to your advisor. I don't know quite what the process is, but they'll give you another 10 hours and another 10 hours. So it's just that they do a 10-hour thing each time for people. And I don't know if that was part of the process of getting tutoring.com involved with us or not. Yeah. And then there's AI. AI does do a lot. I don't use AI in quizzes, folks, right? I'm going to try to develop some questions this summer that requires you can't just use AI for it. I know it still happens, but we're trying to get you ready for the next course. So don't overdo it, is what I'm saying. Let's see. I guess that's it. A long enough video. Here, I'll stop this. I'll stop my share and I'll upload this. And I'm here to help. I really want to help you. You're biting off a lot this summer because you got a lot of material to learn. I mean, pre-calculus is a pretty wide course anyways, and to shrink it down, it's a challenging course. I won't say that it's harder than calculus, but we're building a lot of background you need for calc. So And everybody comes to this course with different levels of expertise. Some of them haven't taken algebra in 20 years, and it's hard, but no, I'm here to help you. It's doable. All right, stop this video.